So in this lesson, we are going to look at some of the most in-demand services that you can start offering to client as a virtual assistant. You start working as a virtual assistant, you are going to have to start by picking and choosing the services that you want to offer to client. If you choose the services that are in demand, then you have a higher chance of getting hired. But if you choose a service that is no longer in demand, nobody really need that service anymore, then you are going to have a hard time. A good example is if you choose to offer service like transcription. Few years ago, it's a good service to offer. It's very good like data entry. Many people need someone to do transcription for them. But with the rise of AI and new tools, transcription service nearly died because there are so many tools that can transcribe video, audio, anything within seconds. And so that is why it's important to start by choosing the most in-demand services that you want to start offering to client as a virtual assistant. I am going to give you a list of some services that you can go through, and it can help you have a starting point. And just remember, you don't need to choose all of these services and start offering to client. You can choose a few of these services, especially if you are a complete beginner with very limited knowledge and skills. It's better to choose a few, very few of these services, learn, be very good at those services, and you start offering to client. Eventually, you can learn new things and add, but don't try to offer everything. And another thing I'm going to caution you is don't offer one or two things. Offering one or two things is going to make it harder for you to get hired, especially as a virtual assistant. If you are a freelancer, you can offer one thing. Great, you can offer video editing as a freelancer, you can do graphic design as a freelancer. But as a virtual assistant, offering one thing is going to limit your capability, is going to limit your potential. Let me give you an example. If someone is looking to hire a virtual assistant, they don't really need someone to do only data entry work for them. And if data entry is the only thing that you know how to do, then you are going to be limited. You are going to see so many job postings that you will not be capable to do the job. And so that is why it's important to have a good number of services that you can offer to client. And one thing that you should also keep in mind is no matter the type of services that you choose to offer to client, it's very important to learn at least the basics of Canva, the basics of graphic design with Canva. Even if you don't want to offer graphic design services to client, it's very important to learn Canva. And the main reason is, even for yourself, when we get to the stage of packaging yourself as a virtual assistant and start looking for client, you are going to need to be able to create a packaging for yourself, create a branding for yourself that is going to be professional. And when a potential client look at you, no matter where they find you, they are going to look at you and see that you are a professional. Let me give you an example. If you create a LinkedIn account, in order to make that LinkedIn account professional, you are going to need a banner, a profile image, and maybe some post. If you have zero knowledge of how to create graphics, you will not be able to create even the banner that you can add in your LinkedIn profile. If you create your portfolio, if you have zero knowledge of graphic design, you are not going to be able to even arrange things in your portfolio that potential client can look at and find interesting. So these are some things that you should keep in mind before we even get to these things. Don't choose one service. Choose a few services. This is going to help you find clients. And no matter what you choose, always keep in mind you need to learn at least the basics of graphic design with Canva. These are going to help you package yourself right. Okay, now that we get that out of the way, we are going to get started with the most in-demand services that you can start offering as a virtual assistant. And the first service that we are going to look at is inbox management or email management. It's like the same thing. And email management is just the process of managing someone's email. Even I myself, I just make YouTube videos and I'm a virtual assistant, but almost every single day. Just yesterday, I had a little fever. I didn't check my email for like 12 hours. And when I checked my email within just 12 hours, I had so many emails that I have to go through. Now imagine if it is someone like a popular figure or someone who have like a big e-commerce business where they are receiving emails from customers, from suppliers. So inbox management is something that many business owners need help with because it's easy to do, but it takes time. And so inbox management is one of the services that you can start offering to clients because it is in constant demand among virtual assistant services. And the next thing is calendar management. Calendar management is very similar to email management in terms of the demand, because many people use online calendar, Gmail, Google Calendar, Yahoo, Outlook Calendar, Calendly, booking software. So there are many calendar tools and booking software. And people who, let me give you an example, people who have a podcast, if they want someone to book and be a guest in their show, they are going to give them a link to book in their calendar. If someone have a consultation business and they are promoting their business, if someone wants to have a consultation with them, they are going to go to their calendar and book an appointment. So many business owners have a lot of things going on in their calendar, and that is why they need someone to help them manage their calendar, keep them organized, and make sure they are not missing any deadline. And the next thing is data entry. Data entry is something that most businesses need. At least at some point, most businesses need data entry work. And all you need to do in order to be good at data entry is just learn how to use Google Sheet and Microsoft Excel. If you know how to do this and you have some typing speed, you are going to be good at data entry. Another in-demand service is travel arrangement. If you work in a team where you have executives, you have people traveling in a regular basis, then you are going to be the one planning the travel, booking flight ticket, booking hotels, arranging everything that has to do with that travel. Customer support is another in-demand service. Even with the rise of AI, the human customer support is still needed, and I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. And people who have e-commerce business, people who have a coaching business, people who have consultation business, a lot of businesses need a customer support assistance, whether that is an email customer support assistant or live chat assistant or phone call assistant. It just depends. Another one is social media management. Social media management is one of those skills that if you learn social media management, you can even do it alone. I know I said it's not a good idea to choose one service, but if you choose social media management and you become very good at content scheduling, content creation, maybe content marketing, social media content marketing. There are so many things in social media management. So if you choose social media management as a virtual assistant along with other services, then you are going to be doing only social media management. In most cases, you are not going to be doing social media marketing. And in many cases, you are not even going to be doing social media content creation. Another one is content creation support. Let me give you an example. I make YouTube videos. I make many YouTube videos and I'm making discourse videos. So I have an assistant that helps me organize my content plan. I have a content calendar. If you work as a content assistant, when I have an idea of a content, I can just write it in a Google Sheet, and you can take the content ideas that I just have, random content ideas, do a keyword research, make it a good title, and arrange it in my content calendar. And when I'm ready to record, I just pick one of the topics that I have in my content calendar, I record. When I finish, I upload it to maybe a Google Drive folder. And you, as my content assistant, you can take that content, check it out, send it to video editor, maybe create a plan of how to packaging plan, how to design the right thumbnail for that. So content assistance is something that you are going to be helping in a lot of areas with content creation, and in most cases you are going to succeed as a content assistant if you have the knowledge of content creation. It doesn't have to be video, even though with the rise of AI, really blogging is nearly dead. But if you have enough knowledge of content creation, you can easily become a content assistant. Another service that is in constant demand is project management. Project management is just where you manage project, right? If you maybe manage my project, if you are my project manager, you are going to make sure that if we have a schedule that maybe I will publish a video next Monday, you have to make sure I record the video in the right time. When I finish recording the video, you will be responsible to send it to the video editor to have the video editor edit the video. You will be responsible to make sure the content assistant create maybe a packaging guideline for the video so that we give it to the graphic designer to create the thumbnail for it. You will be responsible to make sure all of these people deliver the work in the right time and schedule the video, make sure it go live on Monday. So project manager work with a team to make sure all the team members deliver the work at the right time within the right budget. And you can use tools like Trello, ClickUp, Asana, many project management tools to make sure project is getting done in the right time, in the right order. So these are just some of the most in-demand services that you can choose from and start operating as a virtual assistant. What I want you to do right now is just sit down, take a pen and paper, just sit down, do not skip this step, and just write down a list of 10 to 12 or to 15 services. Let's say 10 to 15 services that virtual assistant offer. Take a list of all the ones I mentioned and do a search, do a research on Google, ask ChatGPT, do a search on YouTube, and come up with a list of 10 or 15 services that virtual assistant offer. Make a list and just decide which ones you want to offer to client based on how difficult it is for you to learn each one and based on your own interest on what you want to do. And remember, most of the services that I mentioned, I have tutorials on all of those in my channel, most of them actually. So all you need to do if you want to learn more about each one of those, just go to my channel homepage and search for the tool or the skill, and you are probably going to find a video that is going to help you get on that track. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.